Hello everyone. This is the day 46 of my journey to improve my communication skills. And today also I have one lab internal and one third IA. So today I have compiler design and machine learning lab. So in compiler design, two modules are coming. First one is regarding parsers and another one is regarding code optimization and code generator. So in parsers, there are four parsers which are coming for the exam. First one is LR0 parser, then another one is SLR1, then CLR1, then LALR1. The first two parsers works on the LR0 items, and another two parsers CLR and LALR works on the LR1 items. So, uh, along with that, in the third module, there is another topic which is shift reduce parser, in which we will calculate the shift reduce conflict, reduce conflict, and more importantly, how to pass an input string onto the stack and calculate the shift and reduce operations. So that's all about the third module. In fifth modules, we have to study the code generation. In code generation, the first topic is basic blocks and flow chart. So basic block is basically a sequence sequence of the normal statements or conditional statements which have one start point and one exit point. And to calculate the blocks, we first need to find the leaders in the sequence of the statements. How we can calculate the leader? The first one is the first statement. The first statement of an uh, program is considered as a leader, and then go to the statement which is followed up by the go-to is also considered as a leader, and the immediate statement comes after the go-to is also considered as leader. So these are the three steps through which we can calculate the leader, and on the basis of the leader, we can calculate the blocks also. So flowchart is basically how the one block is related to the another block, and the entry point and start point and exit point we have to show in the flowchart. Flowchart is basically a directed graph which shows the relationship between the blocks. That's all about the basic blocks and flowchart. And another topic which is related to the module 5th is code optimization or code generator and the issues that affect the code generator. So code generator or code optimizer is the last phase of the compiler design. So what are the issues which can happen to the code generator while writing an optimal code? So the first issue will be input to the code generator. If we provide input as a wrong input, then we can't expect as a good output from the code generator. So this is the one issue that we might face while writing an optimal code from the code generator. The another issue we can face is target machine. If the target machine doesn't understand the compiler designing a compiler instructions, so it's also generate the wrong output because it's very difficult to build a compiler which can be work to all the platforms independent of their internal instructions like Windows, ARM64, Windows x64. So they both are built on the different instructions. So it's very difficult to build a compiler that will be suitable for both the conditions. So the third condition which can affect the code generator is instruction selection. So the compiler should know which instruction should we select so that we can minimize the impact of uh, the time the which compiler will take to execute the statements will reduce. So the fourth one is register and memory allocation. So the compiler should know that to which to which memory allocation they should provide the registers and to which they should only provide the memory because registers are faster than the memory. So the storing variables or storing statement in the register can increase the speed of the execution of the statement block basic block statements. And another one is storage management. So the storage also play important role. Allocation and the delocation of the memory should be efficiently decided by the compiler, then only we can handle the issue of storage management. Then port optimizer. In, uh, in port optimizers, we can reduce the variables into the we can directly use the variables into the statements so that we can optimize our code in the compile time itself. No need to go uh, in the runtime. So another issue is error handling and debugging, and the last one is handling of the flow control. How the loops are working, that should be handled by the compiler efficiently. And another topic which is related to the fifth module is how to optimize the output of the code generator. So there are a lot of the methods in which through which we can optimize the result of the code generator. And the last question is simple code generator and how we can convert simple expression into the target machine code. So basically there is registers address and input we can take from the user through which we can generate the target machine code. So that's all about the compiler design. And in machine learning, 11 programs are coming. 3 are from the open-ended and the rest 8 are from the normal lab programs. So out of 11 programs, I know about 6 or 7. The rest I will study after making this video. And one more thing which I wanted to share is yesterday I gave a presentation on full stack development and I mug up all the things which is required to explain in front of the teachers. But when the time came to explain in front of the teacher, I was stuck there because I mug up the things I know that concept, but I was not able to process in English there. The reason is simple because uh, I know how to explain, but the words are not coming at that moment. The reason is I didn't. I just only mug up the things. I don't know how to explain in my own words. So whenever you have to explain some topic, whenever you have to convince your teacher for your project, whatever you build, you should speak from your heart, uh, using your own words rather than using the chat GPT or AI words. So this will be helpful to convince the teacher because if you speak from a heart, if you speak from your with your own words, then you will never stuck anywhere because you know that what you have to speak and how you can explain it in better way in front of your teacher or a board member or panel members. So yeah, in the end, I handled somehow the presentation went good and we got good marks in the full stack development and teacher also convinced from uh, the presentation, whatever we present in front of him. So one more thing which I wanted to share is if you are doing some task regularly, do it regularly, no doubt, but try to improve one step every day. Then only you will improvise yourself because doing something continuously doesn't mean you can improve in that. If you're doing something the wrong way, then you will become better in that wrong. Uh, whatever you're doing in the wrong way, you will become better in that only. You can't improve yourself. So yeah, notice yourself, notice your progress, where you are lagging, what you need to improve to become a better version of yourself. Try to focus on the things and whatever is required for you to become to get your goals. Focus on those things much more. And one more thing which we wanted to share is like everyone has 24 hours in their day-to-day life or every day 24 hours. So you should split your hours according to your dream. What do you want to achieve in your life? Like 5 hours for sleep and then 4 or 5 hours like uh, if I'm taking my example, college, then eating food, bath, bath, and mm, time spent with the friends, and 5 more hours. So 10 hours will be like sleep and the day-to-day activity and the physical activities and the eat and sleep. So the rest 12 hours, or not 12, 14 hours, you should utilize properly and plan accordingly which topic or which domain you have to focus more and give much and more time on that domain. Then only you will become perfect in that domain. So yeah, that's all for the day 46th of my journey to improve my communication skills. And if you're doing something continuously, do it consistently, improve daily, see the progress, and one day you will definitely become perfect. So yeah, thank you for watching.